arrangements for tunes, and of course they make great voicings as a background for your solos. Now I'm going to look at the B voicings, and just sort of similar to what we were thinking about with the 3-note voicings when we did tunes like How High the Moon. The register, right? If your 1 chord is a 2-5-1 in the key of F, your B voicings are going to be in a great register. 2-5-1 is in the key of G, again, in a great register. Okay, all the way up through the key of B maybe. You know, keeping your chords in a good register is an important aspect of getting the sound that you want out of them. So if you look at the second line of 4-note rootless, the voicings are using the same intervals, but they're inverted. So for the 2 chord and the 1 chord, in this case I'm demonstrating in the key of G, the 2 chord is going to have the 7th on the bottom. And again, just a little bit of memorizing and you'll be able to apply these voicings very quickly. Okay, so A minor, 7, 7, 9, 7, 9, 3, 5. Why don't I go back to my original method of playing the root in the left and the voicing in my right. So A, here's the 7th, right, down a step. Here's the 9th, up a scale step. Here's the minor 3rd, and the 5th. Okay. Now again, when I go from my 2 chord to the 5 chord, all I need to do is lower the 7th down to the 3rd, and I get the sound of D7th. I'm calling these A minor 9, D13. Usually on your lead sheet, it's just going to say A minor 7 to D7. That's usually what they're going to say. A minor 7, D7, okay? Again, a little bit of memorizing. 3, 13, 7, 9. At first it seems like a lot, but if you break it down, after a while, there's really not that many to memorize. So not that hard, and it'll really be beneficial to you. And then there's several different ways that I can voice my 1 chord, in this case the key of in the key of G, G major 7. I can go 7, 1, 3, 5, and I particularly like that sound because it's got the excuse me, the half step on the bottom of the voicing. Gives it a nice shimmering kind of a sound. If you have a bass player, you could also play the 9th instead of the 1. Without a bass player, it's sounds a little like a B minor chord. But with a bass player, it's fine. And then you could also substitute the 6th instead of the 7th. Okay, as the voicings get a little bit lower, if I do 2-5-1 in the key of F, that sounds fine. I don't know. The lower notes take on a little bit more weight as you get into the lower registers. Okay, so 2-5-1 in G, either with the root 7-1-3-5, with the 9th, with the 6th. Okay, I'm going to use a tune that we studied earlier in the semester also. This one is It's You or No One, and I'm going to use it to demonstrate mostly B voicings and also a couple of other considerations that are going to kind of crop up as I play the first part of It's You or No One. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so in the key of F, it starts out with a 2-5-1 in the key of F. G minor 7, C7, F major 7. Now, I could have played the whole melody up the octave, but I chose not to because I wanted to show how if the melody note happens to be the top note of your voicing, you can just get your left thumb out of the way, and it's one really good strategy for having your your two hands cooperate with one another. Okay, it acts as both the top note of the voicing and the melody. But I needed to get my melody note off quickly because I wanted to go up to this B flat 7 voicing. I could have gone down here, but I kind of like this sound a little bit better. So here's another rule. The duration of the note that's written on the lead sheet, you don't always have to have that, you don't have to hold it as long as it's written on the lead sheet. So got my right thumb out of the way so I could play my voicings. Here's another 2-5. It's the one that I just demonstrated for you, A minor to D7. And then 2-5-1 in the key of A flat, B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A flat major 7, D minor 7, G7, G minor 7, C7. Okay, so mostly B voicings. Good tune to demonstrate mostly B voicings. Okay, so that'll get you started. In terms of fingering, I almost never use my ring finger. Maybe for F major 7th, the 2 consecutive notes on the bottom, maybe I'd use my ring finger there. But for a lot of these, that is the finger that I don't use. I'm using it there because I'm playing the root on the bottom, the major 7th and the root on the bottom of my A flat major 7th chord. Okay, so I hope that gets you started with the 4-note rootless voicings. Try transposing them into different keys, maybe turn them into 4-measure loops and have fun improvising over them with your right hand. And in the next video, we're going to think about the 4-note rootless voicings in the minor key. So get into kind of a darker film noir kind of sound with that. All right, thanks guys.